Good morning. We'd like to welcome the board members and our distinguished guests. We are the sports marketing team for Creative Solutions and for the Adidas Group. Today we will be discussing our proposal for helping the Adidas Group get to the next level in the basketball shoe industry. NBA legends are made in June, but here Hall of Famers come out in September. Our team has been tasked with the job of helping the Adidas Group reclaim its rightful position at number one in the U.S. basketball shoe market. Sales of shoes in the basketball division have decreased in recent years. Adidas has fallen from the number one spot down to number three behind Nike and Under Armour. Though Adidas endorses a few NBA stars, they don't currently have any stars that have been able to command the attention of buyers. The NBA players that Adidas endorsed in the past was able to captivate and excite the buying public. Our goal is to increase sales, brand awareness, and market share in the United States by recapturing that feeling of excitement and joy. Nike and Michael Jordan have enjoyed a great deal of success surrounding the reissuing of classic shoes worn by Michael Jordan. Based on Nike's model, Adidas could command a large portion of the basketball shoe market if they reissued classic shoes worn by NBA greats formerly endorsed by the Adidas Group. The initial launch includes shoes from Allen Iverson, Shaquille O'Neal, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, Dikembe Mutombo, and Tim Duncan. Tim Duncan is the only one in the group who is not currently a Hall of Famer, but it is widely believed that Tim Duncan will be a first ballot Hall of Famer, and he is one of the members of the 50 greatest NBA players of all time. His illustrious career and recent retirement create a niche market that will help drive sales for the Hall of Fame shoe line. Nike is Adidas' number one competitor, and by playing their game, we're going to beat them at their own game and challenge their reign at the top in the basketball shoe industry. This Hall of Fame line the Hall of Fame, not only celebrates the Hall of Famers, it also embraces the innovation. Our plan with the Hall of Fame shoe line revolves around the continuing popularity of vintage and throwback reissues of classic shoes and apparel. The premise of the campaign is based on having an organized line of classic shoes reissued surrounding a yearly event such as the induction of Hall of Famers in the NBA Hall of Fame. Sneakerheads, people who love nostalgia, and even current basketball players will see the appeal of the newly created Hall of Fame line because it combines the best of the past with the best of our future and our Yeezy Boost technology. Costing a mere $125 a pair, we will support the launch by featuring commercials starring our athletes, media and partner and company stores, and well developed online marketing advertising campaigns with the slogans Legends are made in June, but Hall of Famers come out in September. We are also doing our due diligence to ensure that our shoe deals do not conflict with any other endorsement contracts the athletes may currently have. Most of the Hall of Famers already have an existing relationship with Adidas. Finally, we also plan to accompany the release of the shoe with a campaign that is in line with our belief that sports has the power to change lives. We are planning to give the first $1 million in sales from from this shoe line to the youth basketball organizations such as the USBL and the NYBL. In addition, we will make an in-kind donation of $1 million worth of shoes to the same organizations. Implementing our solution will take several steps. First, we need to identify the Hall of Famers and the shoe or shoes we will reissue for each player. The concept of this line can span many years, therefore, initially, we will identify five NBA greats to launch the line and be the nucleus of the campaign. These athletes, as I mentioned before, at the center of the campaign are Kareem Abdul Jabbar, Dikembe Mutombo, Shaquille O'Neal, Allen Iverson, and Tim Duncan. As the line expands, more players will be added each year, but the core group will remain intact throughout the campaign. Meeting sales projections and driving attention to the Hall of Fame line will require a well developed media campaign, as well as public appearances, social media campaigns, giveaways, contests, and broadcast and print media. Have expressed an interest in community development. Because of this, we will include a community outreach program. Our SMART goals consist of tracking the popularity of our different events and trending hash topics that we create for those events. Our sales will be tracked through daily goals of each store the shoes are being sold at. Hourly reports will be tracked through sales, calculated in store and online for the launch of each shoe. Contestants will be tracked online as well. Charitable events will be evaluated through the amount of visitors and the amount of fundraising achieved at each event. The publicity alone at these events will market the Hall of Fame shoe line along with the givebacks to the community. Overall, we will be evaluating through our line and online and in store sources throughout each Hall of Fame launch. Through these evaluations, we'll be able to deem which ones prove to be more successful and capitalize on those specific ones to make each individual launch more successful than the last. In conclusion, we shape the future of sport because sport has the power to change lives for the better. That simple but profound statement gives us direction every day at Adidas and has inspired us to create the Hall of Fame shoe line of basketball shoes. In the last decade, we have slipped from into the third position in this lucrative U.S. shoe market behind Nike and Under Armour. We have created a line of shoes that will appeal to sneaker collectors as well as basketball aficionados in hopes of growing our presence in the U.S. shoe market. This will be the first time a unified line featuring some of the greatest athletes in basketball history has been released. Our featured athletes were chosen because of their high profile, their career excellence, along with their relationships with the Adidas Group. We anticipate selling 1 million pairs of these shoes over the course of the launch. That total comes to $118 million with a profit of $6.25 million. Centering our inaugural release around the induction of the 2016 Hall of Fame class, which features Shaquille O'Neal and Allen Iverson, will give the line a feeling of prestige as two of the greatest to ever play the game are enshrined in history. This momentum will allow us to execute a 3-year plan of subsequent releases of other Hall of Fame athletes who wore signature shoes such as Pistol Pete Maravich, Yao Ming, Patrick Ewing, and Rick Barry. The success of the Hall of Fame line positions us to make a move for one of the top revenue earners in the United States basketball shoes industry. At this time, we are aggressively pursuing a deal with Cannonberry, who is Rick Barry's son. Cannonberry has the ability to bridge the past with the present and the future. If we are able to sign Barry, he will wear a reissue of his dad's classic shoe from 1979. The success of the Hall of Fame line positions us to make a move for one of the top revenue earning industries in the United States market. It will also remind people that we are a study of excellence, innovation, and creativity. Thank you for listening to our proposal. At this time, we will be happy to answer any questions regarding the Hall of Fame shoe line the board may have. Thank you so much.